This is a true story that happened in my town. So this one Wednesday is like a normal day for the whole school. But today was different. Every other class had all their kids. But Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty. And you know why? Because the night before, at 2:17 in the morning, every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And they never came back.
A small town is shocked when the children of a single classroom vanish, except for one student. A teacher, cop, and affected parent go down a rabbit hole of horror to determine the mystery of the missing classroom. Hey everyone, welcome back to Clubhouse Movies Podcast. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda. Today we'll be reviewing Weapons, directed by Zach Cregger.
Ooh.
Okay, really quick. This is a special Halloween episode, just to let you know we're back. There was an incident that happened between us and a cat. So in case you didn't know, Penny is a special cat, and she has the ability to pull things out of movies, and she pulled things out of the Saw franchise and got to me, and I think she got to you too. So we have to start working again, or she's going to really be upset. So, you know, that girl is crazy. So just beware. Penny is back, and so are we. So, Weapons! What did you think? What did you think of Weapons?
Swing, swing. Hey, look at this. I got a weapon. Actually, it's a tool.
Yeah, technically. My brain was thinking, why is this movie called Weapons? And all through it, like I was trying to not go down like that rabbit hole of like YouTube.
Yeah.
And you're like, because I really try to go in fresh with these and not watch any of the honest trailers.
Oh, dude, I think I saw one trailer before it dropped, and I was like, I'm going to eventually watch this. I'm not going to ruin it for myself. And I had a good time.
And the funny thing was, when I saw the trailer, I didn't want to see it. I probably would have seen it in theaters if it seemed like a better, like, here, my cat.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, joining in on the show.
No, it's okay, Bobo. Let's see if I can grab him.
The minions run afoot.
I know. Come on. You want me to? Okay. I'll worry about him later. So yeah, I remember the trailer was just being weird, and the movie is called Weapons, and that was weird. And to be honest with you, I'm still not entirely sure what it means, but now you pull out your shank, your prison shank there, and you say, it's really a tool. I'm like, huh.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what's happening here. It was good, and I think the hype for it is good. So definitely check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's available to stream. I think we saw on HBO. What is it called now? Max?
HBO Max. HBO Pro, if you will.
HBO Pro, yeah. That's the new one. It's in the pipeline.
Dude, I was walking past the Apple Store.
I want a nickel for that HBO.
Yeah. I was walking past the Apple Store and it's like the new iPhone Pro is here. It's like, shut up.
Dude, of course I got it, man. Come on.
It's bright orange. I've never owned a Pro PlayStation. I always buy like the first gen of the PlayStation that comes out and usually lasts me long enough. And so I never have the Pro version,
I would say I do too, but I'm over here literally recording this thing. I mean, it's irony. I'm a pro photographer outside of my normal job, but I don't have a pro grade camera. It has pro grade specs and features. That's what recording this damn thing. But like the thing that I'm doing all the processing on is a handheld gaming PC. And yes, you can use them for podcasting. And then I have my iPhone 17 Pro doing the audio mix. Like it's, I've had an iPad Pro, but, I'll probably pick up another one. Who knows? I'm a sucker for these Pro things, man. They make me feel special.
The first time I ever heard the term Pro was the T2 making of DVD, where the legendary Stan Winston was calling Arnold Schwarzenegger a pro. And I was thinking, Arnold Schwarzenegger, he is a pro. What does pro mean?
Professional? I don't know.
Yeah, it is professional.
Checked by what's his face? Oh my God, I can't even believe I'm forgetting the name of the director of Terminator.
James Cameron. His name
James
is
Cameron. Always
James
racing
Cameron.
the bar, this guy.
Yeah.
He did check good old Arnie when he was trying to be like, this line doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You mean
it will
he knew
be
what
back?
He was saying.
Yeah, he got it. But back to weapons. So this movie, when I was kind of watching it, it reminded me of a couple of things, of two directors. And I like to kind of compare these movies to movies that I've seen. And the two directors I'm going to say, one, a good director, and one, a bad director. And then maybe you can pick the bad director. You can already guess. And maybe you guess them both. But the good director, Quentin Tarantino. This movie overlaps and tells an overlapping story. And I'm kind of glad we picked it because it's actually so simple once you think about it.
I think I know where you're going next, dude.
Yeah. And then the other one.
Soderbergh?
Go ahead. Steven Soderbergh. I wasn't even thinking about him. I was thinking about M. Night Shyamalan.
I was trying not to go there.
Well, Soderbergh doesn't make horror movies. And M. Night Shyamalan always tries to make a twist.
I mean, that's true.
And then the twist of this movie was a good ending.
Yeah. It was I'll say it was a satisfying ending.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of meat on this bone, though, man.
Yeah, I agree. But I feel like this is the movie that, let's say M. Night Shyamalan made Sixth Sense, and then he made Unbreakable, stopped for 20 years, worked at Best Buy or something, and just got his life, just coasted off his laurels, and then made this. I think that, oh man, he still got it, But since M. Night's literally been putting out shittier and shittier and shittier and shittier movies, it's just gotten progressively worse. So going back to this guy, Zach Cregger, he also made another movie called Barbarian, I believe. And
I never saw that movie.
Yeah, it was also with Skarsgård, who plays it. That movie had a lot of twists and turns when I saw it. But the problem is, I think like that and like this one, I don't know how the staying power is. I don't know how much longer it's going to last with me after seeing it.
It's not one of those movies where you can watch it over again and you're like, it falls in one. Typically, those movies fall in one of two categories. One, you want to watch it because the thrill is there consistently, i.e., Mike Myers movies. And then the other bucket is the slow burn. You watch it because you unravel things in this movie. This is not one of those movies.
Well, it did have a slow burn to it, I think.
I guess because I saw it in little parts. The slow burn was unraveling as I watched it.
Yeah.
But I guess in a go, it would be a slow burn.
Yeah, I saw it in a sitting. And I still remember the first half of it is very straightforward, or maybe the first quarter of it, very straightforward mystery, right?
Drama.
But we don't get into the dropping stuff left and right. We don't get into the real supernatural part of it until we see Benedict Wong, bloody faced, eyeballs popping out, running running at our lead actors. In full crazy mode. So let's kind of get into like the story and spoilers and whatnot. And I'm just gonna say it right out. This is a zombie movie, and I didn't expect that.
Yeah, it was so weird, man. It was like you know what? It was like, for me, it was like Resident Evil. If you had ever played like Resident Evil 4 or something, it was like an infection took over them. You're like, or The Village.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it felt like.
But this movie actually, unlike Romero zombies, which is kind of what most people understand to be zombies, where they're just reanimated corpses. These are traditional voodoo zombies.
Yes.
This is the zombie in its truest form. And I don't know if you caught the shout out where Benedict Wong was with his like and they were watching the Nature Channel, watching a show about the cordyceps.
The cordyceps, dude?
Yeah, the Last of Us zombies, which are the other true real type of zombie. But these are voodoo zombies. And they are done in true voodoo fashion.
I didn't expect that, man, at all. I will say that was like, what a twist.
Yeah. So I'm gonna push the button. So I have my dossier here. I'd say there's kind of 2.5 main characters in this. There's the teacher, Justine, played by Julia Gardner. By the way, if you remember the Fantastic Four, she was the Silver Surfer.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why she looked familiar. Okay.
And then Josh Brolin Archer, who is the affected parent who believes Justine is so Justine is the teacher, right? And she's the teacher of a classroom where all the students have gone missing except for one. And the only clue that they have of these missing kids is that they all made flying airplane poses as they ran out in the middle of the night into nowhere.
They Naruto ran across the fields, man.
And I'm just going to say, this is the worst police force in history, because I feel like the police force and FBI could have easily triangulated where these kids went.
It was Officer Duffy, dude. From
Officer Duff Doofy. What's that smell?
It was, man.
What's that smell, Doofy? It's my ass.
Yeah. Nobody was putting any pieces together, and it's like those that did have the information weren't being heard. And they were all working against one another. It was just literally the perfect storm of problems.
And the other note I have is Aaron Einrich, who once played young Han Solo. Yeah.
Man, that guy's career tanked.
Yeah, he's got a strange career post-Solo. He's like, I'm only going to do movies with strange horror subtones that may or may not contain a cocaine bear.
Yeah, I know, man. That's what it felt like. And the thing is, like, I probably got a good paycheck for Solo, and I was like, you know what? I can ride this and just kind of coast into movies I really could care less about. Yeah,
that guy's got to get Kathleen Kennedy on the phone and say, hey, man, when's the next Star Wars prequel coming up? But anyway, Josh Brolin hates Justine because she's the only teacher, only adult who may or may not know what happened. Justine is sleeping with Paul, which is the cops, with one of the cops who's working there.
Yeah.
So he the cop, he's married, right? That's why I say he's the half character. He's married,
and him and his wife are trying to have a child.
Trying to have a kid, but he's cheating on her with the teacher. And then he has a side story with the crackhead. I'll just call him Tyrone Biggums because I don't remember his name.
Yeah, whatever that guy. He really came in for, like, I don't know why they gave him his own section of the movie.
Well, he had a lot of story, traffic. and I feel like if he hadn't had that first exchange with Paul the cop, then the movie would have been a little more straightforward, right? So what happened was, he's a crackhead. Paul the cop is having a bad day because he got caught cheating and whatnot with the thing, and he sees this crackhead. I'll just call him Tyrone because I don't have very many crackhead names, and then he finds him. He frisks him. He's like, I'm not going to find a needle in your pocket, am I? Because I don't want to get stabbed today. And he gets stabbed in the hand by a needle. Oh my God, that's the scariest thing in the world.
Yeah.
So then he cold cocks the guy in the face with his fist.
Yeah, like the guy gets hit so hard, his legs go out from under him, and you hear him hit the cruiser's hood as he hits the ground. It's crazy.
He just ragdolls it, right?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, crap. Okay, we'll just let bygones be bygones. But if I see you around the sheriff's station again, like, that's the end of you, right? But then here's the thing. Like, people have been going to this house trying to figure it out because Justine suspects that the one kid who was involved might be somehow, like, involved in it. And she finds out the house is all, like, boarded up and newspapers on the windows and spooky, and she looks in and she sees the parents there looking all spooky and zombie-like. And so she tries to tell her principal, which is Benedict Wong. Is that his name? Benedict Wong?
Yeah, I think it's Benedict Wong.
Yeah,
well,
Benedict Wong.
I mean, that's not. I don't think that's his name.
That's the kid. His name is actually Marcus because I remember he had his own story. I'm like, hey, it's my story.
Yes. But his name is Marcus. I was like, wait, but his actual name is Benedict Wong.
Dude, I just thought of it now that I know there's two Benedicts in the Doctor Strange movies. Imagine that, man. Benedict and Benedict. Benedict and Benedict, attorneys at law. They'll fight for you and your rights. We're more than steak and eggs.
Hollandaise.
Hollandaise. Don't break that sauce. Don't break that sauce. That's what Gordon Ramsay always used to say. Okay.
That deserved a rim shot. You got it. Hey.
Jimmy's still on ice back there. By the way, when I was in the saw trap, I saw Jose's remains. So he's clearly he's definitely dead.
He definitely didn't get out soon enough, man.
Yeah. But never mention his name. Okay. So the crackhead, he goes and somehow ends up at that house. How does the crackhead end up at that house? Why was he there? He opened up a bunch of doors.
So he was on a call, I think, with his brother, trying to get money for shoes because he landed a job.
The job interview, with Benedict and Benedict.
Yeah, Benedict and Benedict. He was the hollandaise sauce maker.
Yeah.
So, ew. So he was going around just checking cars, and obviously, the way the fate works is he's gonna walk his way to where he needs to go, and it leads him right to a house that has a van in front that has has a bunch of newspaper just laying around. And what does he do? What would any thief do if they see that?
Yeah, they break in.
Yeah, they break in. He broke in. So.
Okay, so he breaks in. He sees the zombified parents, and then he goes into the basement and finds all the missing kids. Right.
Yeah.
So he goes to pawn their crap since he stole it all. I guess he knew exactly to get the pillowcases and use it to steal crap with.
Yeah.
Goes to the pawn shop and finds the reward poster, missing poster reward for any information.
Oh, yeah, for the kids.
For the kids. And he thinks, oh, man, I got to go to the cop station. Well, makes a couple of crazy crackhead Tyrone Bigum's phone calls, but
yeah,
he ends up going to the cop station where Paul the cop sees him and goes, oh, hell no. Starts chasing him. And then he chases...
the rage he got, man. Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah. So
he definitely has some anger problems.
He chases him into the forest, right? And that's when Tyrone looks in the forest and sees Gladys. Now, there have been a few like spooky moments where Gladys has been seen, like as a kid.
Yeah, she's like an apparition through town.
Gladys...
That's kind of like a weird clown... I don't know. Freaking, what is that? Carrot Top kind of mix?
Yeah, she reminds me of Janine from Ghostbusters, but the cartoon version became a crack whore.
Yeah. Yep.
Kind
of looks like she kind of has the hair of the Wild Thornberry's mom.
Yeah. And Joker face makeup.
Yeah.
So sometimes you see it as a kid and she's got like Joker face makeup on. So she sees her like waving at him in the distance in the forest. So he goes into his tent in the forest. And he's waiting for like this creepy, spooky Joker woman who we find out to be Aunt Gladys later on. Mm-hmm. But he hears like spookiness, like scratching at his tent. He's like, oh no. And he pulls out all his syringes. He's like, oh. And it ends up being Paul the cop again. He stabs him in the face.
Yeah, like right in the cheek, man.
In the face.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it was vicious. I think I winced pretty hard at that.
Dude, syringe stuff is the worst. I'd be all over like, dude, do you have AIDS? Do you have AIDS? He's like, I don't think so. He's like, okay, fine.
Herpes? Oh, God.
Yeah, man. Dude, apparently like 80% of everyone has herpes somehow.
That's crazy.
I don't know how to deal with it. I want to find the 20% of people who don't swim in that pool. But anyway.
Yeah. Public pools, man.
Where's it at? Okay. So he says that he knows where the missing kids are, and that's what this is about. I'm not trying to turn you in, but I want my reward money. He goes, what? Okay. By the way, no time for backup for this guy. Like, call for backup. You think because obviously they're like, if this were
gonna fit 12 kids in your cruiser, dude, you're gonna go there.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if this is a legitimate like thing that happened, not if it's like not a supernatural thing, then obviously it's human trafficking. It's a gang. It's a whole operation. They got chainsaws.
Yeah,
chainsaws.
You're not gonna show up alone.
Yeah, Scarface is in there, right? So he goes in with a gun, but he didn't realize it was going to be a voodoo fight, and then he locks up the crackhead in his cruiser, right? While he goes and investigates, he doesn't come out for hours, right?
Yeah, it goes from daytime to nighttime.
Daytime, nighttime. He comes out a zombie.
Yeah.
And he basically captures Tyrone, and that's the end of his story, right?
Yep.
Okay. So the movie just sort of like goes like fast paced at this point because you kind of got to go back in time, because I'll go back in time and we'll find out.
That's what it's doing. It's going back in time every story.
And we'll find out who Gladys is. So Gladys is apparently the aunt of the one last kid. Right. And she's dying of either old age or cancer or both, or like she just looks like
voodoo.
Yeah. Her voodoo. It's finally run. And this also kind of reminded me of, do you remember that movie, The Skeleton Key? with
Dude, yes. Man, that has been a while.
who was the girl? I can't remember. Hudson. Kate Hudson. Kate Hudson. Yeah, it was her.
Oh man.
And the twist to Skeleton Key was it was voodoo, right? And she was taking care of an old John Hurt and another old like woman, right? And they were gaslighting her into believing that voodoo was real, right? And the trick to voodoo in that movie was you have to believe it's real, otherwise it doesn't work. And the people she was caretaking for, they were actually stealing her soul and stealing her youth. And
crazy.
So kind of the same thing, voodoo again.
Yeah.
But anyway, Aunt Gladys is sick and dying, and she takes control of the parents, turns them into zombies. By the way, more face stabbing, where she tells the kid, like, don't mess with me, don't tell me what's happening, or else this will happen. And the parents start stabbing.
They start like tenderizing their faces with forks.
Yeah.
She's like, well, if you tell anybody more of this happened, I will make them eat each other. I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Going zombie again there.
Yeah.
So she finds out that the parents don't have enough bioforce to put her back together. So she tells the kid to get stuff from the kid's class.
From his classmates.
Yeah. So little cubby stuff.
Accoutrements that mean the most to them or are part of them.
Yeah.
Or at least touched by them.
Yeah. And then we also find out that she's been taking the hairs of people, of some of the main characters. That's how she got Benedict Wong and them to weaponize them. There's that word again.
Oh, look at that.
So the kid becomes her accomplice and steals all the stickers from the cubbies from all the kids and brings them to Aunt Gladys, who then weaponizes them, and then that's when they do their running airplane through the city to it's kind of funny the way they come into the house. They just kind of come in like chickens when you open the door, like
dude, they all chicken coop the houses, man. It's crazy.
Did we ever have a chicken noise?
The birds. We have a turkey noise.
That's right, we do, but I think the thing it's been gone now. Is this it? No.
Close enough.
There it is.
There we go. That's a pretty good guess.
It's my goat noise, but not a chicken noise. I still remember Back to the Future, where the guy had like a chicken button on his like chest, and he's like, "What is the matter, McFly? Are you chicken?"
Dude, that was random. That was a good pullback.
Yeah, one of those guys was Billy Zane, by the way. Anyway, a young Billy Zane. Later seen in Titanic, Zoolander, Never Again.
The Mummy?
Remember the Phantom? He wasn't in The Mummy, I don't think.
Wasn't he the Mummy?
No, that was Andrew Vosloo. Arnold Vosloo.
Dude, they look exactly the same.
Yeah, well, that was Arnold Vosloo, who was at least in 2 more Mummy movies than Billy Zane was. Arnold Vosloo was a Mummy twice, and Billy Zane was the Phantom once. Listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a cool dude. But anyway, what happened to Billy Zane? No. Where is it?
There we go. Back on track. So that's where the kids are. They run in and run out like chickens. Yeah.
So Benedict Wong tried to kill the girl, tried to kill Josh Brolin, who's also like chasing after the girl. And then they run through the street. They do some like car chases stuff. And then Benedict Wong, I believe, gets Final Destination by a car in the middle of the street.
Dude, he gets wrecked.
Yeah, he just turns his face turns into flat pizza. And then they figure out that it's because of this house. And then they go to the house.
Yep.
And the cop is zombified, and so is Tyrone Biggums, the crackhead. And then they all start like attacking Justine and what's his name? Thanos. Archer Josh Brolin.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Archer. Yeah.
So it's a big like fight. It's a don't cross the voodoo rules. Don't cross the salt. You cross the salt and bad stuff will happen. And then the kid is protected until he crosses the salt. And they're all like, having a world of hurt. The cop dies. The crackhead dies. But
the cop died though, he was choking out his weird lover, and then
Justine, the teacher,
takes his head off. Mind you, we missed over one part.
Yeah.
She tries to scrape his face with a potato peeler and gets a chunk of skin off.
A lot of body horror in this movie.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
And there's also like the cops, like a subplot, like we kind of briefly mentioned it, where the cops wife was trying to get pregnant and went in after Justine and threw like vodka at her. It was a red herring.
Yeah.
Lots of.
We don't want to throw too much at you guys, but
Yeah, you see the movie. It's fun.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a fun introductory horror movie.
Yeah.
Not too much horror, not too much body horror going on. So it's good stuff.
A little mental anguish.
Yeah. No, it's not a movie that'll punish you. By the way, if you want to see a movie that'll punish you, Bring Her Back. That was a good one on HBO if you wanted to check it out.
Oh man, I saw it on there. I'm not pulling the trigger on that one.
Yeah, dude.
No, thanks.
Bring her back. Keep her away. She's not done yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nope. Hard pass.
Where is it at again?
Okay, I guess we're back on.
Back at it. Okay. So the kid crosses the sand, and then the parents start coming after him, chasing after him because Gladys was more or less protecting him. Right.
Yeah.
But she knew the jig was up because too many people know what's going on.
So she's like, "Hey, we got to go. You got to prep a bag for the morning so we can leave."
Oh, okay. I remember what happens. Okay.
Yeah.
So the kid is being like Jack Torrance. Like, you remember? Here's Johnny. Where like they're trying to break into the room. The parents are zombified parents are trying to break in and kill the kid. Right? I keep calling him a kid. He's not a kid, but he's still alive. Anyway, they're trying to break in, kill the kid, and then he manages to get Gladys's hair from her wig or something. Right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, she's downstairs sucking all the souls from all the kids in the basement.
Yep.
And the kid's doing voodoo
to get back at
back at Gladys.
To get his auntie.
Yeah, and Auntie Gladys is downstairs doing a Dracula impression, sucking the souls. Right? And then the kid actually manages to complete the voodoo spell and weaponizes. Whoop.
There it is.
Where's it? I want to do this one. Weaponizes the kids against Gladys. And this is funny because the kid, like, I think the closest thing I can compare this to was when like he just pussied out. Like maybe it's a Quentin Tarantino thing because I'm thinking actually two Quentin Tarantino movies remind me of. Like, do you remember Kill Bill Volume 2 where Uma Thurman pulls out the eye? Of the other girl, and she has like a complete nervous breakdown, like like she's just like screaming, like
she has no eyes now.
Yeah, but it also reminds me of the other Quentin Tarantino movie, Death Proof. Remember when the girls start beating up Kurt Russell?
Yeah,
and then he starts like crying and like that's just complete panic freak out, turn tail. Reminds me of that because Gladys freaks the out. And like runs the hell out and like going through houses, She
went, oh no!
She's going through houses like she's the Terminator.
Took off and here are these kids just yelling after her, like the Magic School Bus, but death.
Yeah, just and the funniest lines because now no one's really after Josh Brolin or Justine Julie Gardner anymore. So Josh Brolin's just chasing after the kids, trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And then the kids and Gladys ran through like this like family's house, and you see like a woman on the phone, like, you won't believe it, a bunch of kids like came through the house. Then Josh Brolin like walks in, so she's like, and then the woman's like, and now there's a man in my house.
Yeah. It's like, husband, did you see the man?
There's a man in my house. It's just so random. It's pretty funny. He's like walks through.
It was so out of place.
And the kids catch up to Gladys and tear her apart. Like, the best way I could describe it was Land of the Dead. The zombies were taking apart this dude.
Yeah, it was very visceral.
Very visceral.
Like it was old school horror for sure.
Old school zombie horror. Like
you haven't seen it.
Shaun of the Dead. It was good.
Shaun of the Dead, yeah.
Yeah. Remember they tore apart that guy?
Yeah. Harry Potter. That's what they did.
Harry Potter and Britney Spears. They tore apart Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That was intentional. By the way, we got to check out Running Man, as directed by Shaun of the Dead director and Last Night in Soho director Edgar Wright, starring Chad Radwell himself.
Rarely is Edgar Wright wrong.
I know, right? He's another. Well, he if he only had the foresight to not hire Kevin Spacey in Baby Driver, he would have been 0 for 0.
Yeah. Oh, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Ruined it, man.
Trying to think of Glenn Powell, Chad Radwell himself.
Chad Radwell.
Powell. Who I totally forgot that he was also in Dark Knight Rises. He was the guy who Bane abducted and carried him on a motorcycle.
Holy cow.
But anyway, what else is going on? Okay. And then there's a kid who narrated the beginning, and the kid narrates the end. Where also a prelude to Texas Chainsaw Massacre, based on a true story, which didn't really happen.
Yeah.
But the kid says that after that, the kids woke up. Josh Brolin discovered that his son is alive, maybe not well. It seems like the zombie virus or the zombie spell doesn't come off easy.
Yeah,
so they said
breaks their brain.
Yeah, so
it takes a while.
The parents were the first zombified ones, so apparently they still don't remember how to talk, and they're being cared for in a facility. Some of the kids learned how to talk again, and then the movie pretty much more or less ends there.
Yeah.
So fun romp. Check it out for Halloween.
Yeah, it's a good Halloween. You're gonna have some time. It's not a long movie. It's easy to digest. You can peel the onion back, or you can just enjoy it as it is.
And like I said, it won't ruin your day.
You'll be able to sleep.
You want to get to letter grades?
Yeah, go for it, man. You shoot that one.
I'm gonna give it a B+. Weapons is a solid horror movie that won't ruin your day, as I said about 30 times already. Time will tell whether or not the rewatchability factor takes it to legendary status.
Ooh, legendary! I can't believe I was even in there. In the summary there, I'm gonna give this one a C+. Just like he said, it's an easy watch if you're not big into horror, not big into gore, which, I can't blame you. That I'm a recent convert of the horror genre. That movie was fun to watch. It was really cool to see the practical effects on Benedict Wong's face.
Yeah.
And just seeing all the practical effects that this movie had. It was a breath of fresh air, especially during this Halloween time season. But there's a lot, like I said earlier, I wish there was a lot more meat on this bone. I really want to know more about this weird auntie, who obviously is not an auntie, who obviously is taking over things and all this stuff and has taken over minds. But yeah, do as you will with it. C+, solid watch. I'd recommend it.
I did like that line at the end narration where she's like, he went to live with an aunt who's actually nice to him. The reason why I bring up legend status is that the reason why I really kind of pushed to see this was the reviews for it were very good.
Yeah.
And it seemed like everyone liked it who saw it, and there was a lot of push to see it. And I think it is because it is so accessible.
Yeah.
And it is fun. I feel like one that I saw actually more recently for the Halloween spooky season was Late Night with the Devil, and I felt like that was a lot of fun.
I haven't seen that forever. Yeah, I actually watched both Beetlejuice movies.
Yes, and Beetlejuice 2 is a Halloween movie, and a found footage movie that I discovered a little earlier this year that maybe you can check out, because found footage movies kind of get to me, right?
Yeah, same here, man. Blair Witch, all-time hot for me.
I think you should see, just if you want to actually be scared and it's not gory, Hell House Inc., Hell House LLC, or something like that.
Okay.
Hell House LLC, that's what it's called. And that's a found footage movie. It's not gory, it's suspenseful, and I think you're going to get that Blair Witch chill by the end.
Tasting that, man.
Check it out, man. And I'm dead serious. All you people in the nets, check out Hell House LLC. We'll try to put out another horror movie, maybe horror episode. And Penny's definitely after us. So
we got to get to it.
We got to get to it. There's a lot of movies actually coming out this year, including The Big A.
The Big A. Can't wait.
You know what that is,
Avatar.
Right? Avatar. The Big Fire and Ash. So now we got sexy fire cat aliens.
So dope.
And then the other ones that are coming out at the end of this year, 2025, Prey. Not Prey.
Crazy.
Predator Badlands. Predator Badlands is coming out.
Yeah.
And then so definitely things we got to check out, things we got to review, and do a Christmas, Thanksgiving, who knows. We'll catch it. But we're still here before Penny will kill us.
Yeah, literally.
We don't keep doing that.
Nothing.
She
hear sultry voices to watch our faces.
Yeah, she kissed you to death. I'm not quite sure what happened. Anyway, that's been a review for Weapons. I'm your host, Marc Rubalcaba, joined once again by Mr. Abel Pineda for Clubhouse Movies Podcast. We will catch you next time.
Wait,